reviews. I don't know if they caught it. Oh well. Critical point reviews. Sorry we didn't get Meeks cut off this week. We humbly apologize. But we have more in store.
Yes, so we have a special.
A special this week. Somewhat. Yeah. You can call it special.
Yeah.
This is our, sort of the end of the month. And since I missed Meeks cut off, and I feel like for me, that's been the only movie that may have changed. Because my expectations for Transformers 3 are way low.
Well, and the only reason I'm trying to give it a chance is because Shia LaBeouf said he wouldn't let it be bad again.
I mean,
but I don't know. I don't know how much say he really had in the movie anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
By the way, it's thundering outside, so. But
on
to the thing.
We're committed to the cause.
Yeah. He's doing the top 5 movies because he's seen 5 movies.
I've seen 5 movies. I haven't seen enough to do top 3.
I'm doing the top 3 best and the top 3 worst. I don't know. I think I've seen like 8 or 9 so far. Somewhere around there. But, so, I go ahead and let you start off with the top 5.
My top 5. All right, my top 5. Should I just list them and not explain anything?
I mean, you explain.
Kind of explain a little bit. Okay. All right, number 1. Should I do 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
Okay, 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
All right, number 5 is the Green Lantern. And I mentioned this on the other review we did for it. It was a good movie. It was fun. It wasn't everything that I had hoped it would be, and I've seen a lot better superhero movies and more appropriate stories, but it's still a pretty good movie. And so that's my number 5. Number 4 is Fast 5, Fast and the Furious. Now, I agree that I feel like that movie was good enough to be higher on this list. The ones that came after it, I mainly picked those for personal reasons and certain things that I just enjoyed from the series or whatever the case. But Fast 5 was a really good movie. It was actually a lot better than I anticipated based on the last one they did. Because the last one they did was okay, but it just...
last one they did, I came out disappointed. So
I was disappointed.
I went to the theaters on that one. I went, I went to the midnight release, and I thought it was going to be horrible. I was just going to hang out.
Yeah. But this one
I
thought...
actually a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, I thought this one actually really got the heart or the passion of, the Fast and the Furious series better and everything. So as one I could see myself going out and buying. My number 3 is Scream 4. A big part of this was because, first of all, the beginning of it was just like classic.
Yeah,
like it was like the way
funny.
they did that. It was like great. Like you would never expect them to do that, and almost making fun of themselves at the same time, like they usually would. And I felt like it did a lot of things.
That was always a good thing with the Scream movies.
It really is. They always did. They always did. And it was just an exciting kind of movie. We had a lot of fun. We went to see it midnight, the midnight showing. It was my first one. And it was a great one to have as your first. And it was just the whole movie. It just had a lot of energy and everything. And didn't feel like it was stale or like they were getting tired.
That was definitely, that was really good.
Yeah. And so my number 2 was Pirates. And the reason Pirates of the Caribbean, I know you didn't feel too impressed with the movie, but what I liked about it was that it did come back more towards the original. I wouldn't say I put it up there with the original, but it was the best thing since the original to me, and it's one of the ones that I would go out to get. I haven't gotten the second and the third one, but I would more likely get the one they just did. And my number 1 movie is X-Men. I even have the shirt on. I didn't plan this, but it worked out, and I felt like this is one of the better comic book movies I've seen since The Dark Knight, really. And
definitely,
definitely
the best.
Because I can't even think of anyone's like there's been others, but I can't.
Truthfully say it's the best comic book movie since The
Dark Knight. And so it's just the story, the acting, just everything came together. It's just everyone that particularly the ones that had the big roles, they really brought it, and just I can't wait for the sequel because they just did such a great job. I would like to see what they would do next with it. Somebody suggested that, and I know you disagree with this, but somebody suggested it kind of reminds them of how Batman Begins started out trying to go in a different direction, and that led to The Dark Knight. I feel like this is a lot different than that, and I'm not trying to say it was as good as Batman Begins, but I'm saying for X-Men it was.
That movie is so underrated. Don't even get me started on
what?
that.
X-Men?
No, Batman Begins. Don't even get that.
I'd
We're
have
not
to watch
talking
it.
about that. We're
I'd
not
have to
talking
watch
about
it
that.
again. But anyway, I felt like
I
this
love
was a
that
good
movie.
start for the X-Men, a new direction in a sense, and it has a lot of potential to compete with what the Dark Knight did. I don't know if it will, but we'll see.
Okay.
So,
I guess, should I start with my top 3 best or top 3 worst?
worse.
Alright. Top 3 worst. Let's see. Top 3 worst. Number 3.
So this is the worst one.
No, number 1 will be my worst.
Oh, okay.
Number 3.
Okay.
It's probably The Hangover Part 2. I wasn't impressed.
you saw that? You saw that?
Yeah, actually. Yeah. It wasn't that great.
Did you see the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't really impressed with that one either. So, everyone said it was so funny. And that was like, I forget which movie. Oh, yeah, 300. That was another overhyped movie. Everyone, because I didn't get to see it until I watched The Hangover Part 1 after all the hype, and I was actually sort of let down. So I've seen a lot funnier movies than that, and it really wasn't that funny. I was just like,
and then 300 too. I thought it was overhyped.
oh, yeah, dude. Like, because everyone's like, I'll never forget when it came out, the best movie ever. But, I mean, it doesn't do anything better than, like, going back to Hangover Part 2. It's just like, really?
Yeah.
There was some funny moments, but it was sort of pointless. Except money, which it did make. I think it was like the highest rating,
Yeah.
highest, what do you call it, grossing, like R-rated movie or something like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, second worst movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. I know I gave it 3.5. And the more and more I thought about it, I regretted that rating so much. Probably, like, if I went back and thought about it.
Is it because it wasn't what you expected or what?
I don't know, man. I would probably give it a 2.5 now, you know. So if you ever do, go back and watch my review. But because I just feel like I put a lot of thought into it after I've seen the movie twice. You got to think they had 3 years to come up with a better script.
Well, what was wrong? What could they have done better?
I don't know, dude. Maybe it was my expectations were set so high, and I expect that high of a movie. You know, that.
Well, I
great of a
guess that's
movie.
what happened because my expectations were low, and so I think that's why I enjoyed it more than you.
Like I said, I know Transformers 3 is going to be crap, but since my expectations are set all the way down to the floor, pretty much, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Michael Bay directed a good movie finally.
And I'll probably hate it.
Yeah, and you'll be like, dang it, that sucks. Let's get out of here.
I'll probably just walk out in the middle.
Yeah, really. Where you going, dude? This movie is awesome.
It's like, no. I'm getting
Best
a refund.
movie of the decade. No. But yeah, I don't know. It just, I felt like they could have done a lot more. I really felt let down. And again, going to my number 1, Paul. I felt let down again. Like, there were funny moments. Don't get me wrong, but compared to Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, this was not. I mean, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are 2 of the funniest guys around, but I felt like some of the jokes were they just weren't there. It almost, because like the reason I go watch those movies, like the British style of humor, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they try to somewhat Americanize it. Because I know they didn't just write the script.
Is that
someone else?
Is this a family movie? Okay.
No.
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 Okay, I didn't get to see it.
No, if you take your kids to that, no.
Okay.
But, no, it's rated R.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a family movie.
Okay.
But compared to like Shaun of the Dead, which is one of my, probably one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. That's a great movie. It's a hilarious movie. And it just didn't have that. I don't know. It just didn't have what they usually had. So I was really let down with that. Top 3 best. Number 3. Oh man, I was really debating. No,
So this is not the best one.
no.
Okay.
I was really debating. Oh, it was hard. Oh, it was hard. Actually, hold on. Before I go back to top 3, I don't want to add any top 4 or anything like that, but top 3 worst. But a mentionable was the Green Hornet, which could have made it to my number 3.
The Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
Okay.
Because
that was this year?
Yes, man. They freaking had Christoph Waltz in that movie, and in the beginning, like the script was just bad.
Okay.
But
But it got better.
No, it was amazing in the beginning.
Oh,
and
it was
then
amazing in the
downhill.
beginning.
Yes, because Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, the star, right?
Yeah. Oh no, he was the main villain.
Oh, who's that?
The guy from Captain Lando. Did you kill him, man?
Oh, yeah.
He was the bad guy, and he was so awesome in the beginning. Like literally, I would say go watch that movie for the beginning, and then just live.
He's always great in the beginning, though.
But that wasn't his fault. He
Inglourious.
did everything with the whole movie he could, but the script was just bad. But I don't mean it, but that, yeah. So, top 3 bets. Sorry to get off track. But I was real mad about that. But top 3 bets. Number 3. It was really debate. I did see Kung Fu Panda 2, finally. Which was much better than, not much better, but it was better than the first one. I liked that one a lot. And I did see Rango. 2 kids' movies, surprisingly. But they were excellent. I think I'm going to have to put them out. I can't
What?
put one.
Are you
Do I
serious?
have to pick one?
But no, you said you was talking so up for Rango at one point. It was like how it could
I
be
know
the best movie you've
it
seen
was
all year.
amazing, but dang it, man! This is my number 3.
Because you was talking about the story and it's the great Western.
All right,
and
I'll admit because the acting was only slightly better in Rango because they had Gary Oldman in Kung Fu Panda 2 as a crazy peacock. So
Oh, I didn't know. I
yeah,
forgot.
I mean, anything Gary Oldman does is good.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll throw Rango in there because that was an awesome movie.
So
Dang it, man.
okay, start over. Number 3 is Kung Fu Panda.
Number 3 is Rango.
Oh, number 3 is Rango.
Yeah, number 3 is Rango.
Kung Fu Panda is the honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Okay.
I'll give it my honor. Honorable mentions: Kung Fu Panda 2 and X-Men First Class. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
So you didn't even put them. You didn't even put them in the top.
No,
Okay.
I didn't put them in my top 3.
Okay.
Listen and pay attention.
Okay, this should be interesting.
My number 3 would be Rango because it's not really a kids movie though. It's sort of like it was made distributed by Nick. It was more like the movie for the kid inside you, like for the adults more. Because I love this movie. Like that movie was awesome. It was a great western. The tone of it was awesome. The acting of it was really good. Johnny Depp, Bill Nighy, the guy who plays in Underworld, and Davy Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was in it. He was one of the bad guys. There was a bunch more people that forget. Dang it, man. Yeah, but there was a lot of A-list actors in here, and it was really good. I highly recommend watching that movie because, dang it, man, that's probably one of the best animated movies I've seen in a while.
All right. So number 2.
Yes, number 2. Number 2. I really thought about this, and I guess it could maybe change day to day, but I'm going to give number 2 to Super 8.
Okay.
I really thought about that. Super 8 was basically, when I went and watched it, was reminded me of growing up on all the classic Spielberg movies, and it was awesome.
Did you give it a 5 out of 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know my next movie I gave it 4.5 out of 5, but I may have not.
Okay.
Hold on.
No,
I
go
may
ahead,
have been
go ahead.
unjust, but going back to Super 8, it really was I know some people didn't enjoy it because of that, because it felt like they were just trying to. But it was like, oh my, it was like a tribute to Steven Spielberg, and for a tribute, it was a really good tribute.
Yeah.
It was that was a good movie.
Okay.
But on to number 1,
Number 1.
13 Assassins.
That's what
I really put in a lot of thought. And I guess the only reason I put 13 Assassins over Super 8, I felt like, even though Super 8 did have heart, I felt like this film had so much, it was just, oh my gosh, I don't think I've got that much Thundercats. 13 Assassins, number 1. But no, for real, that movie was really good. I was really surprised. I haven't put that much thought into it. A movie hadn't made me think that much in a very, very long time. I know it's just sort of like a samurai movie and such,
Yeah.
which was awesome. But I felt like this film went a lot deeper than that. I know most of the reviews I've watched or read, they've been basically making it a samurai film. I've never really seen too much from the director Takashi Miike, but yeah, it was really deep, so I enjoyed that. But that's for this one. Stick around for the next one. Top 10 movies we're looking forward to seeing for the rest of the year.